let's talk about this. How does this make you feel? I used to wonder why she keeps asking me the same questions over and over, and then I realized I'm actually deflecting. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia Kimathi and I'm so excited that you're here today. Thank you so much for choosing to spend the next few minutes with me. And in today's topic, I was gonna talk about friendship and a general, nice, polite, cordial, proper video on what kind of friend are you. But then I felt Holy Spirit check me a bit, and we're gonna discuss what kind of friend am I. And hopefully by me being vulnerable and sharing the things that I've learned about myself as a friend, you'll also be able to introspect and be able to understand what kind of friend you are. So let's get into it. So as I've introspected over the last few years, I realized a few things about myself. So for starters, I'm a people's person. I love to be around people. I love to love on people. I love to encourage people. I love to listen to people. I'm all about people, you guys, as you can tell. And I always thought that since I love people so much, since I'm always spending time with people, I must be a good friend, right? And I've had many friends over the years. But I've also realized that I have my weaknesses, and even being bubbly and happy and optimistic, there's still some things in there that I can pick out that are actually, I don't know if they're insecurities, or we can call them defense mechanisms. Yeah, let's go with that. Defense mechanisms that I've developed over the years. And unless you really know me well, you might not be able to pick it out. So for one, I'm very good at listening, and I love to deflect. When it comes to me sharing, opening up, being open about how I feel or what I'm thinking, I prefer to listen and be there for people. And it's a good thing that I love to listen, but I also need to speak and to share. Why do I do this? That's a good question, Olivia. Why do you do this? Honestly, I'm not very good at unpacking my feelings. I'm great at helping people unpack theirs and understand why they're thinking like that and how they should maneuver and navigate through that. But for myself, it's a big weakness. And honestly, it's taken a husband who can see right through me and friends who can be real with me and try and be like, no. Like my best friend Vacation is really good at being like, no, let's talk about this. How does this make you feel? I used to wonder why she keeps asking me the same questions over and over, and then I realized I'm actually deflecting. Like I'm really good at it. And if you're not close with me, you would actually never notice, and we'd always talk about you. And by the way, it would be fine with me and I'd be happy to just be there for you. But that's not a healthy friendship. So that's the first thing I learned about myself. Second, when I love hard, like with everything. I don't know how to love half-heartedly. Like to hang out with someone and be like, my heart is not really in this, but we can still hang out. For me, it's either we're all in or all out. That's just me. I love with that kind of intensity. And even when someone does something to offend me, and maybe we fall out for a season, and then somehow we find our way back into each other's lives, I usually still love with the same kind of intensity, and that's not very wise. Because once bitten, honestly, imagine you can be bitten again in the same way by the same person. And why should it catch you off guard? It should not. But honestly, it does. It catches me off guard. It's the silliest thing. Like, you've done this to me before, but when I forgive and I forget. Here's the thing I learned. The Bible actually calls us, like God calls us to forgive, but there's nowhere in the Bible that God has ever told us to forget. He forgets, and that's why he's God. But for us, I believe you should take some wisdom and lessons from the experiences you go through. Don't forget the pain. Don't forget what someone has done to you. I'm not saying carry it and like hold it over them. Forgive and genuinely continue to love this person, but please apply wisdom. That's something I wish I learned earlier in life, but anyway, here we are 29 years later, and I can confidently say that I'm at a better place. I'm not perfectly there. I still find myself sometimes being like, oh no, perhaps this person has changed. Okay, let's just forget, let bygones be bygones. Yes, let bygones be bygones, but apply wisdom. So that's another flaw I've seen in how I interact with people, and it's actually cost me a lot of time because I end up grieving again over a friendship that has broken a second time in the same way. Honestly, I can save myself a lot of time and energy. And if you're like me, honestly, let's hug each other. Sorry, I feel you, but we need to toughen up and wisen up and make better choices when it comes to friendships. And the last thing I learned about myself over the last few years is that I'm very good at surface level friendships in a group setting. We can be a group of friends who hang out all the time, and I'll be cool with every single person in the group, but those friendships usually don't go deep. And yet these are the people I think are my people, this is my inner circle. But when I finally actually went and started peeling off the layers, I realized there are very many superficial friendships that I thought were deep friendships. So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're in a group of friends, just really think about it. Sometimes it's very comforting to have that blanket of group friendships and we all love each other and we're all cool and we all laugh and you know, it's all fun times. But just search within yourself and be real with yourself and ask yourself, when it comes down to it, when I really need people to come through for me, individual by individual, will these people really come through for me? And will it even be fair for me to expect that if I haven't taken time to intentionally cultivate individual friendships with everyone in the group? That's a lesson I had to learn the hard way, and it was painful, but it was necessary. And now I find myself being way more intentional with my interactions with people, be it in a group setting, be it one-on-one. I understand the different dynamics to the relationships with people, and I just need to identify where do I place so and so and what do I expect from them. That way you even manage your expectations, you place the right boundaries in place, and there's a lot of genuine love and respect when you do that. That's me putting myself out there for you guys. Those are the 3 things I've learned about myself that are not necessarily negatives. They could be positives, but you know, everyone, we're all works in progress, and I could do better. I could be better. And even you, talk to me. Let's talk in the comment section. Tell me, what things have you learned about yourself as a friend? Maybe you can talk to your friends. Ask them, what kind of friend am I? When you think of me, am I a good friend? Am I, you know, like, let's talk. Tell me what you know about yourself. What have people told you about yourself? And let's see, how can we be better? Here on this channel, we strive to be vulnerable so that we can impact each other positively. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. You guys are awesome. Please continue to like, continue to comment, continue to share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your brothers and sisters. I mean, let's grow this community. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support this far. You guys are incredible. I love you so much. Until next time, bye bye.